get this microphone a little bit closer. So, talking to myself today about being on probation and what being arrested and incarcerated and in that system has done to me mentally. I have a couple of felonies on my record, which makes it difficult to apply for new careers or jobs, as they're not supposed to discriminate, but it's a reality that they have to. So my decisions have led me up to that point of when I got arrested, and I understand and accept all that. But I want to talk about the lingering effects, so to speak, of what it's like to be me now as to opposed to back then. A lot of great things came out of being arrested, and wake up calls, so to speak, for me spiritually and physically. I don't know. It's a tough one for me. I like to believe that I make good decisions and that work for my life, and the decisions I made didn't harm others physically, but definitely some mental trauma for sure. What am I trying to say? It's hard some days. That's what it is. What I'm trying to say. It's hard some days, and in some moments, it's not a whole day yet. It's just morning time, and just trying to stay on subject. I get easily distracted. So here I am, 6 months away from being off probation of 3 years. I've always been the type of person to take care of his own needs and not be a dependent on other people or government or doctors, so to speak. Definitely lived my life differently than most, and will continue to do so, because I know what's right for me. Every decision I've made till now has been right for me. That's how I look at it now. So knowing what I know now and feeling how I feel now and accepting that Spirit is guiding me, I guess it's kind of like I'm my own self shaman. But you could definitely render me depressed with anxiety issues, PTSD, you know, whatever. Like I could probably, if I went to the doctor, they would probably be able to diagnose exactly what's wrong with me. But my whole life, I've been told, usually from my mother, that I'm bipolar and ADHD and whatever. I mean, isn't that life? Don't we have feelings to be able to feel them? And that's what teaches us. Just because I process emotions and feel it out physically, mentally, all at the same time, it definitely freaks people out. And likewise, me, some moments are very like freakish of, wow, that just happened. But probation sucks. Being that labeled from society that's pretending to care about you getting better when it's really about how well you fit into their form of society. It's so frustrating because I don't fit into that. That's the whole point of me being me, is that I don't do anything else but what I do. So for someone else to say that I'm not okay just points back at them into their own personal perspective of life. Like, just because they see life that way and how it should be, I should. So it's been a pretty traumatic experience for me. I was arrested when I was 16 years old. I was arrested again when I was like 32, and I was arrested again at 39. Um, Definitely, when I got arrested, it was just like so hard of a hit to me in life that I basically was broken homeless both times. I'm obviously, when I was 16, I was still a juvenile at that time, so it was light punishment. It wasn't very difficult then, but it was still a traumatic experience because ever since I was 16, I'm now 42. I've had some type of stigma, so to speak, that's kind of stuck with me, um, due to my decisions. Um, doesn't make you a bad person, John. It just means you don't follow the rules very good. um, yeah, I don't know. I follow the laws of nature. Like, it's evident to me that nature has this perfect pattern of thriving and creating life. So if the rules don't line up with the laws of nature, and that is what causes the conflict. So the laws of nature, there's like a flow, ebb and flow to it, and a lot of rules are not are basically exactly opposite of the ebb and flow of nature. So yeah, sorry about that, but I am not gonna live my life in there. I love life. Like, it's just absolutely amazing. I continuously get my mind blown from things that are being created, and I'm excited to see what comes out of life instead of being judged off what's happened already. Just because the story hasn't been told yet and you don't know because you can't look back in history, so to speak, and find that story and read it to be real to you. Doesn't mean that I'm not here already creating the world that is to be. um, yeah, so I literally go through these conversations in my head on a daily, and it's difficult for me to get out there and try to be in society like you want me to be. Like, I just don't fit in. The work construction most of my life, and I'm attempting to understand this transition of my life because I basically have quit, and it's been 2 months now, and wow, just I'm existing still. Just because I haven't worked doesn't mean I don't exist, and bills are paid, and I got food in my belly, there's a roof over my head. Everything has always been provided. I've always had enough, or just enough, or something always happens to where, ta-da, magic. So I have to trust that because that's all that's gotten me through everything that I've been through is knowing there's this little part in my brain that knows the greatness, the absolute, abundant, beautiful, amazing, joyful, cheerful love being. There's so much love. Endlessly available. So I'm excited for that. But I'm not excited about being labeled a felon for your little job application so you can judge me by the color of my skin and the skills that I possess. And what you're going to do with me is whatever you want because that's what getting a job is. It's like jumping into somebody else's program and being like, go program. Which there's a bunch of great programs out there. I really should probably just find the one that matches my energy now and go from there and stop worrying about what the past has done to you, so to speak, and the past decisions that put you there. So you have to leave all that behind and move forward with what's new. That's scary as fuck. What do we do? What do we do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Because, like, I've never done any of that before, or have I? Deep breath, John. I am in alignment with Source. I am Source. Nothing but love. Love you. Love you. It's definitely going to be a beautiful day outside. I intend to go enjoy some of that. Thanks, everybody who supports me who loves me genuinely, and I hope to chat soon.